Hello, everyone. This is Jay Dobbins, your host of the Marvel DC Universe Fan Club. We are now at episode 42, and I'll be discussing one topic today, which will be my review on the Transformers Last Night film. So, I saw Transformers the other night on a Thursday, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna have to give it at least a 90 on this one. 9 out of 10, 4 out of 5, because now I must say, when watching the first Transformers film, it was very good. You know, second one was cool. Third one was decent. Fourth one was, I say, decent as well. And then, of course, you have the fifth one, which is also, decent. But I wouldn't say it was worth the wait. But, still decent. Decent enough for a 90% rating and a 9 out of 10 rating. And, of course, a 4 out of 5 rating. So, pretty much. But, yeah. So, of course, spoiler alert, if you have not seen this film, please, I strongly advise you not to listen to this podcast. So, you've been warned. But yeah, so it all starts off as, everybody's, like, the Transformers are banned, pretty much. And then, of course, soldiers are giving orders to shoot to kill. So if you see it, if they see a Transformer, they got to take it out. Because during that period, well, okay, the events take place after this event takes place after the events of the fourth Transformers film, starring Mark Wahlberg, of course. But it all starts off as, the movie starts off as, Anthony Hopkins is telling the tale of King Arthur, who was in a war, and then they were losing, but so it was up to Merlin to, help save the day by seeking the help of the Transformers who have existed during that 1600-year period. King Arthur. Merlin, played by Stanley Tucci, who was in the fourth Transformers film, was asking for the help of the Transformers from that time period in the medieval times. So he said, he admitted that, it was a little comedic, he was drinking and all. But yeah, he was like, hey, he was telling the Transformers that he is the last, their last hope, of course, of helping, win the war. So he agreed that to help them, and of course he gave Merlin the staff. The staff was, it was a powerful staff, which I guess also turned into they didn't turn into a sword. But yeah, so he was, able to command or control the army. And then there was also a medallion involved that King Arthur was wearing, which was, I guess, Cortana, which was the creator of Cybertron. She's the one who created Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and all the Transformers, of course, and Megatron. So yeah, she was the creator, because in the fourth film he said that he was coming for the creators, but it turns out it was Cortana, or Cortina, or whatever her name is. So, that being said, she, King Arthur and his, Knights won, of course. But actually, it's a long movie, so I'll make the long story short. A bunch of kids, okay, later on, years later, a bunch of kids, during the events that were taking place after the fourth film, went to an abandoned football stadium or baseball stadium and got caught in the middle of some robots who were seeking out Transformers. So then there's a little Hispanic girl that comes in and saves the day, but then, well, for now, and then Mark Wahlberg comes in later on and helps, saves all of them. So, um, but yeah, Mark Wahlberg's character is a wanted man. So, and then later on, you find out that he was chosen as one of the last knights by the medallion. The medallion pretty much was like it was like a little spider deal or whatever, and it found him. Well, actually, the green Japanese knight or whatever gave it to him as he was dying. So, oh, and Josh, by the way, another character from the previous Transformers films made an appearance. Josh Duhamel's character. So, absent Tyrese's character, but Josh Duhamel's character made a return in the fifth installment, even though he did not appear in the fourth film. So, he has orders to, I guess, find the staff that Cortana was looking for in order to rebuild Cybertron, but it was almost at the end of the world. And Cortania's idea was to rebuild Cybertron on Earth. So, in other words, the end of the world. So, then Optimus Prime finds Cortana. He tried to attack. Turns out she got the best of him, and then she pretty much mind controlled him, that type of thing. He was possessed for a while. He eventually found the staff, and it turns out it was one of them professors, a female professor, model-like chick. Turns out she was a descendant of Merlin, and she was the only person that was able to wield the staff. Nobody else could wield the staff except her. So she posed a threat to the creator Cortana. So, but yeah, it was very draggy. They didn't get to the good stuff until like later, but then Bumblebee almost got killed by Optimus Prime, but luckily, Bumblebee helped break the curse or whatever, the mind control of possession or whatever, by talking in his normal voice, saying it was an honor to serve with you and stuff like that. And after that, Optimus Prime snapped out of it. But yeah, Optimus Prime put a whooping on Bumblebee for a little bit. But luckily, he's able, if he ever broke in pieces, he could bring himself back together, which was pretty cool though. I never seen something like that before in a Transformer. A Transformer falls apart and then comes back together again like a little magnet. So that was pretty cool though. The car chase was good. There was some humorous parts, a few laughs in the film. Also, there was Anthony Hopkins. He had a role to play in the film. So, but yeah, he was one of the historic people from way back in the day. Who else? Oh, there was another deal. Like Transformers comes in many forms. Normally it's mostly just cars, airplanes, jet planes. Now, all of a sudden, submarines. That's new. And it turns out the submarine, which was a Navy-based ship, turns out to be a Transformer. So, yeah. And then they had to go to the Stonehenge because that's where they could have gone to put the staff in. They had to put the staff in the ground, activate whatever. I don't know. It's just too much. It was. Yeah, I don't want to get all into that, but I'm trying to make it as short as possible. So, there's a war going on between these little knights or guardians that were created by Cortana, and it turns out all of them turned into some type of dragon or some big tail knight. Then they become people, little transformer deals, which Optimus Prime pretty much killed with one stroke of the sword all at once, which was pretty cool though. So then, of course, they're struggling to get off the little Cybertron planet on a little jet plane or whatever. Then of course they land. They get uh, some of them died. During the war between the humans and Transformers on that part of the planet. But they eventually got on the Cybertron planet, and then yeah, they were. It was all draggy. Bumblebee came in, started whooping on Cortana's guards, and then of course, she's like, got the best of him for a little bit. Then Bumblebee came behind her and kind of overpowered her, and then he just, I think, smacked her or kicked her, telling her, "Get off my planet," And then Megatron, same thing. But one thing I don't understand, because I was wondering, I'm like, wait a minute, Megatron was killed in the third Transformers film, so how the heck did he come back? But then I realized, oh, the creator brought him back, so something tells me that, you know, has been the last of him. So he did not die in this film, but he did get kicked off of the ship or Cybertron or whatever it is that they were on that was connected to Earth. So, also, yeah. So I guess the scientist lady or historian lady, who's a descendant of Merlin, was able to get the pull the staff out to stop all the destruction of Earth. So, then, of course, that's, problem solved, world, crisis averted. Oh, sorry, avoided. And of course, they gave the staff to Optimus Prime, so Optimus Prime is going to rebuild Cybertron himself. So, but he still calls Earth home, that type of deal. Also, I guess they're trying to rebuild what was destroyed on Earth. Oh, and by the way, there was also something that looked like a horn or something like that. Unicron or something like that. But and by the way, just so you guys should know, there are some, I guess, post-credit scenes. So, yeah, stay after the credits, but don't stay after the end credits because there are no end credits. But there are post-credits, of course. And the post-credits are when Cortina, well, actually, it's a woman. It's a woman walking around the desert, and some guy was like, I guess he was an archaeologist or whatever, and he's like, "Can I help you?" whatever. And then she says, "Don't touch it," or he doesn't like to be touched or whatever. And he's like, "Who?" And it says Unicron. And then I'm thinking, okay, who's Unicron? And then her face kind of, I don't know, I can't tell. It's hard to describe it. I think it was like pixel-like, to where you could easily tell it was Cortina in a human form. So then she tells the guy, "Oh, there's so much I can teach you. I can help you. I can help you. Help me what? To kill him." So I'm guessing him as in Optimus Prime, of course. So she's trying to kill Optimus Prime. So I smell a Transformers 6 film, pretty much, after seeing that end credit scene. So, yeah. But, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's all I could say. So, you know what? If you have not seen this film and you pretty much listen to the podcast, I want to let you know, stay after the credits. So, in case those who I warned not to listen to this podcast if they haven't seen the film, had done so. So I'm just letting you guys know. But that's pretty much it. Feel free to visit us and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/The Marvel DC Universe Fan Club. We're available on iTunes and the Google Play Music app.